Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. SykoYoda back here with another adventure in Minecraft, and today we're talking about things and stuff and things. I didn't like these path blocks when they first got introduced, but now I'm a huge fan of them, especially when you mix them with the coarse dirt. As you can see, we got a lot of stuff going on in this area today. We've got all kinds of added things in. I took a lot of time trying to figure out what I wanted to do to purify things up. I also added a couple of docks. Nothing too spectacular, super simple, but it goes well with the theme. We have lighting hidden in bushes in strategic places. That's all over the place. And we also have the different crops planted by the houses on all of the sides like such. Some of the backs, we got different things going on, but there's some bushes in some of them. I got another pen back here. We're going to be using that for horses. I say another, I don't think you guys saw this one. I got a pen over here that I moved the cows to. This is also just going to be for horses. The cows will not be in there eventually. And then we also have an extra house put in. We finished up this house a little bit more. I think we didn't have that done yet either. No, this is the one I showed you guys on camera. Took care of the chicken area and all that stuff. The door is still missing on here because the chicken eggs are still down there. The reason why I added this in is I wanted to add in a place for all the crops in big numbers. We have a chest here that has the crop stuff in it, and this might change as to what is in this chest, but basic understanding of what is in the area by going to that. And then I have these fence set up because as far as I know, villagers still cannot open up fence gates. If that is the case, my plan is to capture a zombie villager, bring him over here, and then turn him into a villager and leave him there. It's just kind of a ambiance type of thing. Add one or two of them in overall throughout this build is my hope. We also have this house here that is vacant, and that one is just in case somebody joins the server. Added pumpkins along these ones. Another dock. The well. We got a well going on here. I used the wood fence as kind of like a rope, and it just goes straight down. I tried using the cauldron as a bucket, both in the air and in the thing, and it just doesn't work unless you make the well bigger, in which case the well is just too big. So I like the way the well turned out. Now, lighting in this area, because of all the lighting that I've added, I've been able to minimize the amount of torches that I have to use, which is always an important thing for me. And I think with the way I have things set up, at least in the area that I've completed, oh, here is some sugar cane right here. At least with the areas that I have completed, this is going to keep everything lit up well enough. We shouldn't have any spawns. Along with that, ooh, I gotta plant something over here. As you can see, actually, this is perfect for this. We got water sources underneath these things where we have the crops, so we are actually hydrating them, just hiding the water sources. Sometimes they're not so hidden like that one. But I also have a couple places that I want to add bridges. So if you notice, we got a dock over there, a dock over there. So that's two directions. We also have these pillars here and these pillars here to add bridges in. And this will basically give us access from any direction of the four cardinal directions from this village area here. Now, along with that, we have a couple of paths to tie into. I believe that is Scree's over there, and I think, and I actually know, that is my son Corbin's. So we can tie these into them and allow them to have a better way through the stuff. Along with that, we have cleaned this up to allow our room for things like the library and the blacksmith. Remember, I wanted to keep that village feel, not fill. I'm gonna feel fill? No. And then I kept this open because Waterbear was strip mining down here. I may take advantage of that as well before I cover that up. I want to keep this here. I think we're going to put in some kind of a map thing in this area. So we should have plenty of room to add in the buildings that I want to add in. And then this project will be done and we can head out into the wilderness. I'm going to go ahead and build these bridges real quick while we talk about a little bit here, as you will be well aware by now. Minecon has happened, and things are crazy when it comes to all things Minecraft because of Minecon, of which I would know nothing about because I'm recording this before it happened. So, you get a better idea as to how quickly I pump out videos, especially in the early parts of let's see here, how do I want to do that? In the early parts of a server, they tend to pile up a little bit. I'm still going to release one a week, and hopefully there will be some entertaining news that does come out of Minecon. I will definitely talk about that once we get to those videos where I have seen it. This probably will be the last one recorded before Minecon happens, so that way I can A, talk to you guys about stuff that happened there, and B, not be too far ahead. I also have another game that I'm probably going to start playing here very, very soon, and that, my friends, that will be a game changer for everybody involved. Actually, I know what I'm going to do there. Look like this. I'm not going to mention what it is yet. By the time this video comes out, though, hopefully I will have already started it. So if it has started, now you guys know what's going on. If it hasn't, well, there's not much I can say about that right now. Now is there? Let's see here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, the hope is to be able to make this so we can get underneath it. And I don't know how I'm going to make that happen per se. I'm going to try my darndest to make that a thing here. Looks like I got to go like that to add the next one. I'm okay with it being mildly thin bridge, even though it's made out of stone. I am not super concerned about, you know, making it look super structural or whatever. I do have to be concerned about making sure that we have a legit lighting available for this thing, because I don't want to cause a situation where, no, that's not going to work. We have any spawnage coming out of this. I think we're going to do this. See, now how does that work? I wish I could like know how to do that, where you place it on the wrong thing. Ugh. Could have so many advantages just from something as simple as that. I'm guessing this bridge is going to work out peachy keen like this. I'm going to have to get some more half slabs made before I get the other one built here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that from an angle. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it. Let's see here. The bottom shape is okay, so we can leave that just as it is. So what I think I need to do is I need to pop this up, which that's going to be stairs. Is that going to be too quickly? Okay, we're gonna keep the bottom shape here. I think as far as an arch goes, that is fine. But see how thick it is on either side, and then it gets really thin right there, which is just terrible. We have more than half a block. Bringing all that together, it just looks wrong. Well, I'll have plenty of half slabs now. I always forget how many half slabs you get now because of they changed the amount you get of things long time ago, mind you. But for us that played a long time ago, I know what to do here. Let's get rid of that. Let's put a full block right there, like so. Okay. This is. Anytime you try to use stairs, it bites you. Just don't use them. It's pointless trying to use them. It doesn't work. Alright, so I'll put that there and there. And put that there and there. Okay. That will bring this up like so. And this up like so. And I bet you is this, it is. Of course it is. I bet you that's going to look good though. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Yeah, that looks much better. Now the question is, can you get a boat through there? That is going to be close. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Water Bear actually made this into a full-fledged island. It wasn't quite there when we first started here. It was connected kind of in a couple of areas. So he made it into an actual island for us, and then I just kind of exaggerated it a little bit more here and there until I liked the shape of it. But it was a good idea. I don't know why, but for some reason it always seems like a cool thing to do, to build, you know, a massive city on a tiny little island. Kind of like New York, right? I don't remember how to use the new boats. Oh yeah, that's how. Okay. Oh yeah, that'll work. Gosh, dang, these things are fast. Okay. Alright, well, there you go. That should do the trick. Hoo-wee! So fast. It's like a spaceship. And I want to go ahead and check, seeing if those things, adding those things made it look crappy. It did. Let's see about adding some fence, stone fence posts there. See how that looks. So I'll do the other one of these off camera, and we will also, yeah, I like that better already. I can tell. I'm gonna like it better. I can tell. Do some other work off camera and maybe even get some stuff laid out, and then once I get some figuring on dimensions and whatnot and where I want things to sit, I'll probably come back and build either the library or the what am I trying to say, blacksmith, or maybe I'll do both with you guys on camera, and we'll see what we can come up with. And there you have it, a whole bunch of work done right before your eyes. Just like that. Boom! It's magic. Oh, sweet magic. I think we're going to use iron bars for window treatments on the blacksmith area. And I think I have a basic understanding of where I want to lay stuff out. You'll see 3 different buildings kind of laid out here. We're going to keep this one open for a couple of different ideas that I have. And I think this is going to be the library. But I went with a basic concept on this. It's called KISS. And no, I'm not talking about your mom. I'm talking about keeping it stupid simple. KISS. Essentially, I want to make sure that whatever I did with this, it kept in really well with the theme, and it wasn't something that was going to cause problems for us down the road. And so keeping it exactly that, stupid simple, is the best way to go about making sure that this is going to get done within the same theme or guidelines that we've used for everything else here. You saw that I built this. It is a little close for this, and I was thinking about joining them together, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I like the placement of it. I like the, you know, walkways and stuff like that. I could just take off the overhang here, which, being the structure that it is, wouldn't look too terrible. I don't think that's the way to go about it either. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave it as it is and deal with it being that close. I'm fine with it if you're fine with it. Heck, I'm fine with it even if you're not fine with it. That's all I got to say about that. I think I want to go with like standard themes for this, for the blacksmith, where we're using things that are quasi close to what the actual Spawn Village blacksmith looks like. I mean, obviously we're not going to be able to match that perfectly, or we could match it perfectly, but we're not going to match that perfectly. We're going to change it up a bit. I think we'll do like this. Hello? Hello? Lady. I'm thinking we're going to get rid of this room. It just doesn't make sense. I think we're going to leave this like super open, and that will allow me to build in the furnace area that I want to build in. So the furnaces would be 1, 2, 3 right there, and then I could wrap them with these on either side. And make like a chimney thing coming out the top with this, I think. Alright, I think I have this all figured out the way I want it. A lot of back and forth on things and trying to figure out exactly what worked the best and all that good stuff. That is not the way I want that to face. I wonder if it's only available to face that way. Nope. Okay. So we have this furnace thing here, and it has a chimney that goes out off the top of the thing there. So I know that the girls have found some abandoned mine shafts. Maybe I can get them to get some cobwebs for me, one of them, hopefully. Like 3 or 4 of them would be plenty to get the idea across. And then I finished this forge area, which is something that I was very much hoping I could get to work the way I wanted to. And then something else that you tend to have is what do they call that? Scorching tubs? Scoring? I don't remember what it's called. The actual technical term. Basically water buckets that you can throw hot stuff in to either pressure treat it or just cool it down, and that would essentially be what that is all about there. I was able to keep my little horse area here. I put in some of the great windows on that side as well. changed that up. Got rid of the windows on the back altogether. We have vent holes right there that would go up. I don't know how realistic we'll say this is or anything like that, but I think it'll work. I think it'll give the impression that I'm trying to give with this, and it does double duty. It has a place for anvils, which I think we can go ahead and just throw some anvils in here as well, to have some more available, or something of that nature. Maybe even just put a chest below them. We'll see. And then along with that, we have another place for somebody to put a horse. We have furnaces available here at spawn if somebody needs to use them, and it helps give some more decoration. Other than that, we added different structures on this one, like support beams and stuff, because of the way that the roof was built. We kind of had to. And as you can see, I haven't quite finished off the roof yet. If you look at the back here, you'll get an idea as to what we're going to be doing with that. Essentially, we're just going to come across like so, and cap it off the way we have all the other ones, like that, and then run these across the front, along with these guys here, and that will be the finished look, like that on the side. And I think that will do a pretty good job of making this look finished. I'm a bit concerned with feeling a little bit overcrowded in this area. Adding all the buildings and stuff, the roof lines are becoming very, very close very quickly. But we still have some sunlight in between them. And I guess, you know, you build where you have the room, and especially if you're going to be building a town on a small island, it's going to be fairly crowded. But once everything gets in place and stuff, we can get an overhead view, see how that looks. Walking around in it works out really, really well. Something else that came out of this while finishing this off was the fact that the anvil's going to be here. I might figure out a way, which I think I can, to just go ahead and put the enchanting table in this here, so it'll be right across from that, and then you can come out here and use the anvil if you need to. A small little bookstore, which would leave this large thing open here for something else that I would like to do for the area. We'll see if it will work out for us or not. I think it will. I really do think I can get it to work, which would be cool if I can. So we'll try that off camera, and maybe when I come back next one, we'll have this one done. Along with that, we'll have the roof lines done on this, probably have the buildings all figured out, maybe do a wrap-up of this, and then do a little bit of caving while we talk about things that were found out about Minecon, along with something else that may come up, or a new video gameplay, if that gets started. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I've had a blast getting this starting village area done, and I'm very happy that we were able to get it done in a decent amount of time, giving us something to always come back to and be finished. It seems like every time we start something that is quote-unquote spawn, it never gets done. And I think that from my point is, like, I always feel like spawn needs to be this huge elaborate thing, and I'm glad I was able to get that out of my head for this one and get something that was manageable taken care of, which still ended up being a fairly large project, but it was much more manageable this go around. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. I hope to see you in another one here as we continue to create, explore in Minecraft, and talk about things in life. I'll see you next time.